Welcome back everybody, Dan here. Thanks so much for joining in for today's video. So what you're seeing on screen in front of you is some gameplay from WRC 8. This is a title I've been playing for a little bit now, and I kind of wanted to make a quick video to try and entice those of you who haven't quite pulled the trigger on this game yet, because I think it's going to be worth your time and money to go ahead and pick this one up. Now, I'm not going to do this is definitely not a full review, and I don't think I'm going to do a full review down the road. The whole reason why I even picked this game up at all is because I watched Billy Strange's review, and if you haven't seen that yet, I'll go ahead and link that down in the description below, and you may want to check that out because he does a very in-depth and pretty lengthy first look / impressions video of this game, and he's going to give you the intricate details that I'm not going to touch in this video. But I want to really quick tell you why I think this game is worth your time and worth your money. So real quick, a little history here. I have always absolutely been terrible, just awful at rally games. I've tried them all. I've tried the previous WRC games, I've tried Dirt Rally, I've tried every one of them that I can think of, and for me, I've just never been able to get comfortable and never been able to feel like I was in touch with the cars I was driving. The stages always felt super narrow. I spent more time off the stages than on the stages, and you know, when you historically or have all that trouble like I did, I kind of just stayed away from rally games. Just because, you know, I don't feel like spending a whole bunch of money on a game I'm not going to really enjoy because I'm just so terrible at it. Well, after watching Billy's review, you know, he kind of touched on a few things that I thought that I might enjoy about the game, so I figured I'd go ahead and pick it up. So I went ahead and picked this title up, and what I found out as soon as I started driving it is it's not necessarily easier than any other rally game that I've played before, but for some reason in WRC 8, I just feel much more connected to the cars. I feel much more in control of the cars than I ever have on any other rally game, period. And so that really intrigued me, and then of course I still was pretty bad at first, but the more and more I played, the better I got. But I very quickly got past that point where I typically sit, where I just cannot get the hang of using the e-brake and stuff like that. I overcame that pretty quickly and became pretty fluent and somewhat competitive in this title, and I'm not exactly sure what it is that they've built into the physics, or if it has to do with the force feedback. I'm not really sure what it is, but that alone it puts it way up on my radar, because finally there's a rally game that I can actually play and enjoy. So if you're one of those people, I know there's a lot of people on the fence that just don't think that they're good at rally games. Maybe you were in the position that I was in. This is still 100% a sim. I'm not saying the game is easy. You're still going to run off the track, and some stages are harder than others. This particular stage is nice and wide, so it's much more flowing and easy than some of the harder stages that are available, even in WRC, and it is pretty difficult. But for me, for some reason, I feel like I'm in much more control of the car, so it makes it much more enjoyable. I'm still running with all the assist off. There's no assist or anything like that. I'm running full simulation, trying to get the field of view correct and all that stuff. And it's just really, really been enjoyable. And, you know, the graphics are fantastic. It looks great. It sounds good. I'm not particularly too fond of the in-car sounds, which you're hearing now. I feel like they kind of muffle the sound back. But if the sound is like a huge deal for you, you can just do hood cam, or even, you know, the chase cam or something like that, because the sounds actually are really good in those cameras. I just prefer to use, you know, a cockpit view with a somewhat realistic field of view. Now, there's not a whole lot of adjustment on field of view and seat positions and stuff here, but there's enough to get you close to where you want to be. And that's kind of what I've done here. So, yeah, if you're on the fence about WRC 8, guys, I would say go ahead and pick it up. For me, it's been worth the money. I've spent a lot of time the last week, or maybe even 2 weeks now, just playing this a lot, and I've really, really enjoyed it. So, if you've been on the fence, I'd get off the fence. I'd come over here on this side. I'd go ahead and pick this up. Like I said, guys, if you want to see a really full-blown review of this video, go check out Billy Strange's video. He's got a nice, long, in-depth video. I'll put it in the description below if you're interested. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you picked this game up. It was a lot of fun, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Flat left for finish.